If you hit the ball really low, these are the 3 reasons that that could be the case. Reason number 1, why we're not getting that ball very high. You might not be hitting the ground, i.e. it's coming out the bottom groove of the golf club. So if we don't quite get that club down to the ground, we're going to hit the equator of the ball or the bottom of the golf club. Both are the same thing. So we need to make sure that club is hitting that ground. If that's you, that ball's going really low, could be because that club isn't getting down to the ground. Reason 2, you're coming into the golf ball with extremely low loft. How would you do that? Have a look from the front view, especially your playing partners. Well, ask them to take a front view look to see why that ball's going low. The strike might be really nice. The ball might be coming out the middle of the golf club, but the handle of the golf club might be so far ahead of impact that you're imparting very low loft on that golf club. So in this case, I'm turning a 7-iron into more of a 1-iron, okay, or a 0-iron, let's say. So we're really imparting very little loft on that golf club. And especially if we don't swing it the fastest, we're going to really struggle to get some air time on that golf ball. So if we're a slower swinger, average to slow, or that handle is in front, that could be another reason why that golf ball is not going up in the air. Reason number 3, we could be smothering the golf ball. And what's that tend to mean? When we smother the golf ball, it means when we come into the golf ball, it means our chest, our zip, our buttons on our shirt tend to get too far in front. And very much like reason 2, we're imparting very low loft, but in addition, we're really hitting down on top of that golf ball. So we've got a really negative angle of attack, really down on the golf ball with very low loft. So again, that golf ball, unless we've got really high swing speed, that golf ball is not going to get any air time. So what you've got to try and do there on both those last 2 reasons is make sure when we get to the golf ball, we've got to feel, if we struggle to get some height on that golf ball, and you're hitting the ground and the strike's quite good, we've got to make sure when we get to the golf ball, 2 things are happening there. 1, our bridge of our nose is slightly behind the ball. Notice that my lower body is going towards the target. It's not hanging back, but the bridge of my nose is hanging back. The lower body is going towards the target, but the bridge of my nose is hanging back. And 2, it's feeling like we're letting the club head overtake the handle. When we hit it low, remember that handle is winning the race to the target. I want you to feel like the club head is winning the race to the target. You'll notice how much loft we're adding onto that golf club. But be warned again, this is only for you and you only if you hit the ball far too low. Okay, mid-trajectory, fine. But if you want to hit that ball higher, that usually shows, again, as I say, that handle's ahead. So I want you to feel, instead of the handle winning the race to the target, I want you to feel the club head winning the race to the target. Bridge of the nose behind, club head winning the race to that target, not the handle. We don't want to smother it. We definitely don't want to thin it, stroke top it. We want to make sure we're in line, if not behind, making sure that club head is winning the race to that target. And that's what's going to get that ball up in the air for us. So you'll notice that ball hitting that net very, very high on that net. Plenty of air time on that golf ball. If you struggle with that height on that golf ball, try these 3 things. It could be one of these 3 things, if not all 3.